Well, let me continue with a bit more drill from Clemens, chapter 29, section 1. We are up to number 10. Him matzol. Now here you have a doubling of the first consonant with a kamatz under the root. The root is mem sade aleph, matzah, to find. And so this is from, this would be a nifal. The dagesh in the mem would be the assimilated noon. And it would be a nifal an infinitive construct having to do with finding. Number 11, niktavu. The root is katav. It has a preformative noon, but then a ending with an u, and that suggests that this is a nifal perfect, third common plural, and it would have to do with they were written, or possibly reflexive, they wrote for themselves, they wrote on their own behalf, they wrote one another. Number 12, hit chananti. You have a hit, which the infix T suggests that this is a hithpael. The T looks like a perfect first common singular. Chanan means to implore, and so this would be translated, I implored. Number 13 has two possible interpretations. First of all, you have limdu would be the pronunciation, and it could be taken as a imperative of lamad, which in the kal means to learn, and so this would be addressing a group that includes at least some guys. You guys learn. Alternatively, this could be interpreted as a PL perfect, third common plural, in which the doubling of the mem has gone away because of the Skeman-Levy rule, in which case in the PL, lamad means to teach, and so limdu could mean they taught. So either a command, you guys learn, kal, or a perfect, they taught. Number 14, tama'u. There's no doubling of the middle consonant. There's no preformative noon. And so it's not a nifal. It's not a hithpael. It's not a PL. This is simply a kal perfect, third common plural from tamei, which means to be unclean. And so it would be translated, they were or they are unclean. Number 15, yit halalu. The root is halal, which in the PL means to praise. And this would be a preformative hit. So that would be an infix T, indicates it's a hithpael. And so it's a hithpael imperfect, third masculine plural, which would mean they boasted, or possibly they praised one another, they boasted for themselves. Number 16. Number 16 is mit kadasheha. You have a prefix mem and a infix T that indicates it's a hithpael. with the doubling of the middle consonant would help confirm that, since that's one of the three Doppelstamms, the double stems. And Kidesh in the PL means to sanctify. The Hithpael would be to sanctify themselves. And the ha at the end would be a third feminine singular suffix. The yod indicates that the participle is plural. And so it would be her or its sanctifiers of themselves, or something kind of like that. Number 17, Natanu, is simply the Cal perfect first common plural from Natan, but the new ending has back assimilated, so that instead of writing two noons, they only wrote one and put a dog-ash in the final noon of the root. Natan means to give, so Natanu means they gave. Number 18, Vaitit Hanani, is clearly a vav consecutive, and then you can see the infix t, and then a t preformative. The root is Hanan. The ni at the end is a first common singular suffix, and so it looks like this would be, and you entreated me. The Hithpael of Hanan means to entreat. You entreated me, which is a vav consecutive plus a Hithpael imperfect second masculine singular. Well, let's go on to 29.2 and look at some of the translations, just to do at least some translation. The first one is Hit Kadashu Lelohim Hayom U Bakashuhu. So here you have an infix T, which indicates a Hithpael, with the doubling of the middle consonant, helping to confirm that. And this would be a Hithpael imperative, second masculine plural. And so it means to consecrate yourselves. Lelohim, la is to, and Elohim is God. Consecrate yourselves to God, Hayom, literally the day, but it means today. Consecrate yourselves to God today, and then what follows is another imperative, Kadashuhu, and seek him. Consecrate yourselves to God today and seek him. Number 2 is Hit Nabeh ben Adam al Hagoy ha mitgalel hazeh. The first form could either be a Hithpael perfect, third masculine singular, or Hithpael imperative. Same was true in number 1, although the PL imperative gave it away that it had to be imperative. And so that could either mean, as a imperative, prophesy, O son of man, a title used often of Ezekiel, or it could mean a son of man prophesied. I'll take it as an imperative. Prophesy, O son of man, al Hagoy, concerning the nation. Which nation? Ha mitgalel. This again is a prefix mem with infix t. Hithpael galel. Gadal means to be great. Gidel would mean to magnify. The Hithpael would mean the magnifying itself. And then Hazeh would be this nation that magnifies itself. So putting it all together, prophesy, O son of man, concerning this nation that magnifies itself. Number 3, Yit kabutsu ha'am ve limadam et chukei Elohim. The first form is a Hithpael imperfect third common plural from kavatz, to gather. And so it would be translated, the people gathered themselves, or maybe simply gathered. The themselves thing adds maybe a little too much there. Notice how even though am is singular, because it refers to a group of people, it can sometimes take the plural verb. Sometimes it'll take the singular. It's a little not always consistent. But anyway, the people gathered themselves, and limadam, and the people will gather themselves, imperfect, and then you have a perfect here of limaid, which is to teach, and he will teach them, PL perfect, third masculine singular with a third masculine plural suffix, and then et direct object marker, he will teach them chukei, the statutes of Elohim, that's Elohim plus hem pronominal suffix, the statutes of their God. The people will gather themselves, and he will teach them the statutes of their God. Or the syntax may be taken, the people will gather themselves so that he may teach them the statutes of their God. It may be a result of the first action. Number 4, Vai shakain et shnei ha-keruvim betok ha-hekal. You begin with a vav consecutive plus a pl imperfect third masculine singular. From shakan, to dwell. The pl would be to make something dwell, and therefore this would be translated, and he made to dwell, or the sense of it would be placed. He made to dwell, and then direct object marker et, 2 cherubim. So he made to dwell 2 cherubim, or the 2 cherubim, article hey, batok, in the midst of, and then hahikal, the temple. He caused 2 cherubim, the 2 cherubim, to dwell in the midst of the temple. Number 5, Vayahi aharei hayamim hahem, Vayit chabe le hishtater b'negev. And if we start off translating kind of literalistically, and it came to pass, Vayahi, after those days, after the days of those ones, that he hid himself. That's from haba, to hide, or you could render it concealed himself, because you have a synonym here, satar, which also means to conceal or hide. So he hid himself by hiding himself in the Negev, or in the south, or in the desert. Or you could translate it less literalistically and say, after those days, after the days of those ones, he hid himself, or concealed himself, by hiding in the Negev, in the south. This would be a Hithpael. with a metathesis of the somic and the tav, according to the rules of sibilants, doing metathesis with the infix t